Hey guys, settle in for another episode of Minnesota Twins franchise here on Mama's Basement. We're playing MLB The Show 17. We got a good one for you today. A 3-game series in Chicago against the White Sox. And we will begin our breakdown of our organizational positions, starting with the catchers as we approach the trade deadline. But first, game number 68. Matt Latos on the hill for the White Sox, a 3.82 ERA. A 1.11 whip, 44 strikeouts to 22 walks in 77 2/3 innings. He is 4-5, making his 13th start of the year. Alex Meyer goes for us. He is making his 14th start. He's 2-5, a 3.59 ERA. One of the league leaders in strikeouts with 86. And we get things underway here in the third. Adam Eaton steps into the box with runners on the corners and one out, and Adam Eaton lines one through the hole on the left side into left field. A run comes in to score, and the White Sox jump out in front 1-0 at the end of the third. Fourth inning. Brian Dozier batting .240, .286 on-base percentage, and a .446 slugging percentage, and he's going to drive this one high into left field. That one's got the distance, and it is gone. About 15 rows up into the left field stands. Brian Dozier with a grand slam. It's his 15th home run of the season. A 452-yard bomb, I believe, is the second longest home run on the year, behind only Miguel Sano's 455-yard blast earlier in the season. The White Sox, Todd Frazier splits the gap right there. It bounces over for a ground rule double. Alex Meyer is going to leave the game. Brandon Kintzler on to replace him, a 2.83 ERA in 28 2/3 innings. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Kintzler into right field, and Max Kepler is underneath it. He hauls it in for the final out of the inning. It's 4-2 Twins. Zach Putnam on now for the White Sox, an ERA of 7.00 in 36 innings. Kenny Vargas on to face him with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the 6th. And Vargas lines it up the middle for a base hit. It just gets past the glove of Brett Lawrie. A run comes in to score for the Twins. It makes it 5-2 in the middle of 6. Kintzler still pitching for the Twins, facing Alcides Escobar. And Escobar is going to ground into an out at second, but he beats out the throw to first, so the run will score for the White Sox. And it's 5-3 at the end of 6. Fast forward now to the 7th inning. Jim Johnson on. He's got a 3.23 ERA. Not great batting averages against. Both lefties and righties hitting over 300 against him. Score is still 5-3. Todd Frazier in the box. And Frazier lifts one deep to left field. That one is all but gone. Well over the bullpen. 465-foot home run. 12th of the season for the Todd father. We go to the 8th inning. Kevin Segrist on now for the Twins. This is his 21st appearance. He's got a very good 2.25 ERA, and he has been put into the setup role. He's facing Adam Eaton, and he gets Eaton to strike out on the slider, down and away. At the end of the 8th, it's 5-4, Twins with the lead, despite being out-hit 12 hits to 6. 9th inning now, Jake McGee on, looking for save number 18. He's got an ERA below 2. And he will square off against Jose Abreu with a 1-run lead and 1 out. And this one is driven deep to left field, but it just goes foul. That would have tied the game up. 0-2 count now. And Abreu strikes out swinging. So he goes from that close to tying up the game to taking a seat. With 2 outs now. Dillard, ground ball up the middle. Jorge Polanco on to first. Makes the play to end the game, and the Twins get the victory 5-4 here in the first game of this 3-game series. We improve to 29-39. The Sox fall to 27-40. The White Sox lead the season series 4-3. Matt Latos with the loss. Brandon Kintzler picks up the win. Jake McGee with his 18th save. Brian Dozier 1-for-3 with a grand slam, the big blow in this game. Kenny Vargas 2-for-4 with an RBI as well. All right, guys, which one of our AAA prospects is leading the International League in strikeouts? Is it Jose Barrios, Cole Stewart, or Tyler J? Who would you guys say it is? One of those 3 guys is leading the International League in strikeouts. Okay, on to game number 70. We'll have the answer to that little bit of trivia after this game. Second game of this 3-game series here at U.S. Cellular Field. And Carson Fulmer will make the start for the White Sox. It'll be his 8th start. He's got a 2.45 ERA, 33 strikeouts to 18 walks, has given up only 28 hits in 40 1/3 innings. And he will face Irvin Santana, who's making his 14th start. He's 6-4 with a 3.35 ERA, a 1.09 whip, 19 walks, and 66 hits in 78 innings pitched. He has 82 strikeouts on the year. We start this one off in the 3rd inning as well. Todd Frazier steps into the box to face Irvin Santana. Irv looks in with an 0-2 count here. With runners on first and second, and Frazier grounds it through the hole on the right side. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is in time to get him. Alcides Escobar thrown out at the plate, and at the end of the 3rd, we are still all tied up at 0. We go to the 7th, Emilio Bonifacio. He's batting .278 on the year. Runners on first and second. He lines this one right back up the middle on the ground. Runner coming around third, heading to the plate, and the throw is up the first baseline. Max Kepler slides in to score, and the Twins take the lead. Carson Fulmer will come out of the game. He did have a pretty good performance in this one. The sparse crowd here in Chicago lets him know. Zach Putnam comes in now. He's 0-4 on the year, making his 35th appearance. Byron Buxton to face him. With 2 outs, runners on first and second on a 3-1 count. Twins leading 1-0. Buxton is going to blast this one right up the middle, and a diving play is not made out there in center field. Buxton is around second. He's heading to third. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and Buxton kind of slowed down around first before the dive was missed, or else he might have come around to score on an inside the park home run. 9th inning, Alcides Escobar facing Irv here in the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball to the left side. Play made there by Eduardo Nunez. And Irv, with a very strong performance, gets the victory for the Twins as they shut out the White Sox 3-0 and tie up the season series at 4 apiece. Carson Fulmer goes 6 2/3, giving up 3 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Irvin Santana, 7 1/3 with 6 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Jake McGee comes in to pick up his 19th save. Emilio Bonifacio with an RBI. All right, guys, which one of these AAA prospects is leading the International League in strikeouts? Jose Barrios, Cole Stewart, or is it Tyler J? And the answer is Tyler J with 90 strikeouts on the year in 79 1/3 innings. Cole Stewart is down there at 10th. Lewis Thorpe is right up there in 2nd. So we've got a AAA staff that is striking people out. Okay, guys, we're going to head into a little GM meeting notes here. We're going to analyze our catcher position throughout the organization, as well as look at some guys that we could target to acquire during the trade deadline. Mike Zunino, his potential is a B. He hits for power. He's got a strong arm, a good blocking. He strikes out a lot. His average is 180 right now through 150 at-bats, and he does not draw walks. John Ryan Murphy, the other major league catcher, his potential is a C. He's decent at contact, good blocking, doesn't have a lot of power, average arm, slow reactions. He's batting .232 on the year with a home run. Down at the AAA level, Juan Centeno, his potential is a D. He's got a plus arm, good blocking. He does not make contact well, he does not hit for power, and he has slow reactions. He's batting .220 with 5 home runs at the AAA level. Mitch Garver, also at the AAA level. His potential is a D. Has good plate discipline, good durability. He has a weak arm, lacks power, and very slow reactions behind the plate. He's batting .248 in Rochester with a home run and 6 RBIs. Down at AA Chattanooga, Carlos Paulino. His potential is a D. Strengths, plate discipline, quick reactions and blocking. Weaknesses, poor contact, lacks power, and he is not very durable. down there at Double-A. So you can see we are pretty thin at the catcher position. Double-A Chattanooga, Stuart Turner there. His potential is a D. He has solid power versus right, has a great arm, good blocking, poor contact though, a very undisciplined hitter, and he is not durable, and he's batting .209. And at the Single-A level, Dom Nunez, his potential is a C. He's a solid contact hitter. He's only 22 years old, so he has room to improve quite a bit. Good blocking. He has an inaccurate arm. He's an undisciplined hitter and no power to speak of. He is at the Single-A level. And now we're going to look at some potential acquisitions throughout baseball that we might be looking at to acquire at the trade deadline. Jackson Reitz in the Nationals organization. He has good discipline, very good blocking. I really would like to find a catcher that has durability, discipline, and does make good contact, because I don't necessarily want a great average for my catchers, but I want him to be able to do little things like move runners over and stuff like that. So Elias Diaz, very, very durable. He's a very good fielder, very good arm, good blocking. The batting numbers, though, are quite low over there on the left. Carson Kelly in the Cardinals organization, his potential is a C. He's at 67 right now. His arm strength is very good at 88, his durability at 85. I would estimate if we got him, he would make it to the majors in like the 2018-19 season. Kyle Farmer in the Dodgers organization, he's at Oklahoma City right now. Really good contact numbers. He has good arm strength and good blocking, but he is not as durable as some. But he is an intriguing prospect as far as the contact and the defensive arm strength and blocking goes. Austin Ray in the Red Sox organization. He is pretty durable, has very good arm strength. His contact numbers are a little bit low, but not horrible. He is only 23 years old. He is from Minnesota, so if we got him, he'd be coming home. In the Blue Jays organization, we have Max Pentecost. He's got a B potential. He's a 61 overall. He's 24 years old. Decent reaction and arm strength. His contact numbers are a little bit low, so he would be out a few years, maybe 2019 to 2021. And in the White Sox organization, Kevin Smith, very good fielding numbers. Contact numbers are okay. They're not great, but they are all right. He's 28 years old, has a little bit of room for improvement. His potential is a B, but I imagine he would be ready for the big leagues as early as next year. So those are some prospects that we're looking at. We're kind of in the rebuilding mode where we might be trying to trade some of our veterans and big contracts for some prospects in the future. That's kind of what we're looking at going into the trade deadline. All right, final game of this 3-game series. Both teams wearing throwbacks, so we're going to throw it back to the old black and white days. Tyler Duffy's on the hill for us. He's got a 6.24 ERA. As we go into the first inning, Byron Buxton steps in. He's 2 for 8 in the series with a triple. With 2 out, or a 0-2 count with nobody out, and he's going to line it right back up the middle off of Miguel Gonzalez's face. So Miguel Gonzalez throws 6 pitches in this one and has to be replaced by Michael Enoa, and Enoa comes in for the Sox. After Gonzalez takes the liner off the face, Eduardo Nunez at the plate now with still nobody out and Byron Buxton on first. But Buxton is on his way to second, and he is going to reach second. No, he's not. He's thrown out. He looked safe to me. I don't know, guys. That one looked safe. Too bad you cannot replay those. Come on, 2K, or not 2K. This isn't 2K. Come on, MLB The Show. Let's get replays on plays other than at first. All right. Drive into center field, and Byron Buxton is there to make the catch. At the end of 5, we're still at 0-0. Despite 6 hits for the White Sox and 4 for us, Zach Duke comes in for the White Sox, making his 18th appearance. An 8.47 ERA in 17 innings. Danny Santana, batting .220 with a home run and 7 RBIs, steps in to face Duke with 2 outs in the 7th. Santana grounds it up the middle. Alcides Escobar to his left, dives from his knees, throws out the speedy Danny Santana. A fantastic play by Alcides Escobar. And the score remains 0-0 as we go to the 8th inning. Nate Jones, 2.70 ERA. Righties are only hitting 133 against him. Byron Buxton steps in. It's .281 average with 2 outs and 2 strikes. And Buxton's going to line one into right field for a base hit. Do the Twins have a 2-out rally in them here? Eduardo Nunez up to the plate. Buxton is running on the pitch. And Buxton, you can see 18.82 miles per hour, and he's going to slide in safely at second base. So with 2 outs, a 1-2 count. Here's the ground ball through the hole on the left side. Buxton does not come around third. He's held up there, and we got runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Joe Mauer coming to the plate. Here's the delivery from Jones. It is in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher. Buxton is heading to the plate, and he's going to slide in. On the wild pitch, the Twins take the lead 1-0 in the 8th inning. Brandon Kintzler on in the bottom of the 8th, making his 33rd appearance. An ERA just under 3. Russell Dillard steps in. He's 2 for 3 on the day, batting .318 on the season. With 2 outs and a runner on third that would be the tying run, and Kintzler gets Dillard to strike out swinging. And Kintzler is pumped. He is juiced. At the end of the 8th, it's still 1-0 Minnesota. And that is how it would end. The Twins sweep the White Sox here in 3 games. They improve to 31-39. The Sox fall to 27-42. And the Twins take over the season series lead 5-4. Nate Jones with the loss on that wild pitch that gave up the only run. Tyler Duffy goes 7 innings, gives up 6 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts. Jake McGee with a save in all 3 of the games in this series. All right, guys, we signed our 4th round draft pick, Tommy Nolan. Welcome to the Twins family, Tommy. We look at some of his strength. He is an elite base stealer and a very good fielder. And it looks like he could be somebody that would be very good to have on our bench for late inning base running and defensive purposes. And to finish out this episode, we're going to look at the standings. The Blue Jays and the Red Sox are tied in the East. In the Central, the Tigers with a half-a-game lead over the Indians. 1 over the Royals. We're 10 games back in 4th place. Out in the West, the Astros continue to lead the Mariners and Angels by 3 games. The A's are 4 back, and the Rangers 5.5. In the National League, the Nationals with a 7-game lead over the Marlins. The Braves, Mets, and Phillies round out that division. The Cubs with a 6.5-game lead over the Pirates, and the Cardinals are only 8 back. Cubs not getting as much separation there as they did last year. And over there in the West, the Dodgers do have separation, 8 games over their rivals, the San Francisco Giants. 13 over the Rockies, and the Padres at 20.5 back have fallen off the pace. That's it for Minnesota Twins franchise episode number, 77? And up next, we're going to have episode number 78. It's a 4-game series against the Baltimore Orioles from Camden Yards. Hope you'll join us for that one. Thanks for checking in on this one. Give me a like and a subscribe, and be much appreciated, and keep on checking out the Minnesota Twins franchise as we roll along. It's a long-term thing, so settle in, and hope you guys enjoy the series. I'll continue to do the best that I can to bring it to you in as much detail as I possibly can, and we'll have some fun here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care. We'll see you for the next episode.